Hello, and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. We are here today because I have a dilemma. Do I buy this trailer now and pay off my debts later? Or do I pay off my debts, save up money, and buy the trailer? Because this only costs 54 grand and I have 56 grand. I don't know. I feel like I should buy this trailer, and then I can just get some money. I'll just keep getting money back and I'll pay off my loans, but yeah. I think I'm gonna buy this trailer. So it was gonna start with me paying off my loans, but I think I'm gonna buy this trailer for today. Which means I'll have 2 grand left for fuel. Ooh, that's gonna be sketchy though. Let's see, I'm gonna get rid of these for now. Okay. I think for now I should be good with 5 grand. Well, 4 grand actually. Where else can I save money? I'll keep it like that. Okay. Do I need the wind deflectors? No. Let's see what they look like. Mid. Okay. I can work with that. So, there you go. Confirmed that. And let us purchase this trailer. Keep it in our garage in Stockholm. Yeah. There we go. Now we only have 5 grand. So, yeah. I have picked up our package already. Here it is. And looks good. Not too bad. Now we will be heading all the way down to Italy. Here's the map. It is quite the trip, isn't it? Quite a lot of Germany and a bit of Italy as well. To Ancona. So, let's hit the road, shall we? Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Also, there's our last delivery. But we only have 1 trailer, so I shouldn't worry too much about my length. I would like to make an entrance. Is he letting me out? He's not, is he? No. I'm gonna wait it out. Oh, he's... is he? He's... but I can't because I'll block the street. I have an idea. Oh no, that's gonna be wrong. Alright. I'll just turn my wheel the other way. And I will go the other way. Let me just turn around in here. It's safer. Safer bet. Is there... Nope, we can go. Let's go. Adds a bit of extra time, but at least I'm on the road. Oh god, look at that line. Okay, it's good. It's good I came out. I'm on the road now. Good. Right. Topic of conversation for today is Formula 1. What about it? Well, let's discuss the 2019 season, shall we? I'm gonna go basically it's a podcast at this point. Oh yes, hello, open road. Alright. Once we get out of the city, we will begin our talk. Oh, 60k, going a bit too fast. Let's slow that down. I don't have a lot of money again. I'm a broke, but I'm not even gonna use my trailer in this first episode. God damn. Alright. Indicate. It's gonna be a long trip. I just worked it out. It's gonna be a very long trip. Alright, and roll. Yeah, trying to. Oh, there we go. Alright, it's I'm gonna miss these lights, aren't I? I'm gonna miss them. I'm gonna miss them. I'm gonna miss them. I'm good. I'm good. Alright. See, that would have taken less time than if I went the proper way. Alright, on the open road, near enough. Let's have a chat about the F1 2019 season. Let's back off a bit. What's our speed limit at? I want to say. I have no idea what it is. Oh, it's 70. Okay, good. So, we begin with testing. The story begins with testing and Ferrari, who actually seemed to be the quickest team. Because they were, I mean, in the end, they were still the quickest, but just barely. But everyone was like, oh yeah, this is going to be a good season. And then we rocked up to Australia, and the Mercedes dominated with my man, the man himself, Valtteri Bottas, winning almost 30 seconds ahead of Lewis in second, and what was it, Max Verstappen in third place. That was good. That was a good race. 1-2 from Merc, Red Bull, and the Ferrari completely off the pace. Pierre Gasly in his new Red Bull, he didn't do too well, did he? I'm just gonna talk about the highlights because I watched almost every race, and it's all coming back to me. What else? Not much to talk about. McLaren, they had Carlos Sainz DNFing, so I was already like, oh dear. Here we go again. Right? I was like, right, this is gonna be a bad season for McLaren. Let's wait it out. So, yeah, Australia was pretty interesting, to be fair, because everyone's like, oh, Ferrari, Mercedes are gonna be battling out on track. Mercedes, they just took pole, the 1-2 in qualifying and race, dominated. Lewis Hamilton, even with a bit of floor damage, he managed to stay ahead of Max Verstappen, so yeah, that's a bit concerning, but such is the world these days. Yeah, that was basically that. Mercedes already secured the constructors' lead, but Valtteri Bottas was in the lead of the drivers because he secured not only the race win but the fastest lap, getting him those sweet 26 points he needed to lead the championship. Right, Bahrain. Oh, the heartbreak. It was so bad. Ferrari were leading 1-2. Charles Leclerc was dominating. After taking his first pole position, he was getting ready to take his very first race win. And then his engine decided to not work anymore. What a poor lad. And yeah, he basically just started dropping back. What else was there? There was Lewis and Seb who were having a ding-dong battle. Ding-dong. And Seb, in his classical fashion, decided to spin. He spun and lost that place to Lewis. Got damaged and he was basically out of the race. But with Chao's engine now braking. Oh my god. Yeah, my brakes just didn't work. Ah, brake failure. Anyway, back on course. His engine just like, I can't remember what the exact issue was, but it was just bad. It was so painful to see, even me as like a negative Ferrari fan, if that makes sense. I was just heartbroken for the lad. But yeah, Mercedes securing the 1-2. Bottas also eventually passed up Leclerc. Shaw guy's first podium though, so there's a light side to that. And then China. F1000, as we knew it on that occasion. The 1000 Grand Prix, and it was so hyped up. Everyone was like, oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. No, it's gonna be the best race in the world. Ain't nobody gonna stop it from being bad. And it was pretty dull. So, yeah. Y'all got proven wrong again. But there you go. That was the Chinese Grand Prix. It was pretty boring. Mercedes went to Lewis from. Although Valtteri did get pole, but Lewis got the win. Oh well. Ferraris, they had what you call it, team orders, and their little team orders battle between them. And it was a bit interesting. Seeing, oh no, I'm faster, no, I'm faster, no, I'm faster, and yeah, those poor things, they had to deal with that throughout the entire season. Pierre Gasly again, completely off the pace from Max, though he did retain 6th place. He was just way too slow. Like, he couldn't keep up with Max, so Max was on his own throughout the entirety of that race. Yeah. 4th race, Azerbaijan. And we've had 3 1-2s in a row, take note. 4th race, Azerbaijan. We're like, oh yes, the Ferrari engine power should come in handy. And no, because the guys, the Silver Arrows, decided, you know what, I'm gonna take this one. And they did, and that was about it. They basically dominated in qualifying because Shaw crashed in Q2. He crashed, and they went on to take pole with Valtteri Bottas. And the same man took the race win. Something that doesn't happen often at Baku. But it did. Yeah. 1-2 from Merck again, so 4 in a row. At this point, we can already feel the depression from every single fan, especially the Ferrari fans, coming along. Yeah, that was basically the race. It was pretty boring. For Baku, that never happens, but it was. So. Spain, Spanish Grand Prix. We predicted that it'd be a Mercedes 1-2, and it was. So, moving swiftly along. Yeah, that was that. Ferrari team orders again. Though, more successful than a China. Still, not great. Another Mercedes 1-2. This time, Lewis took the lead of the championship again, and he would stay in that position for the rest of the season. Yeah, from Valtteri Bottas in 2nd place. So again, another 1-2 for Mercedes, 5. And at the start of the Monaco Grand Prix, man, I'm rushing through these very quickly. We need another topic of conversation, but by the Monaco Grand Prix, it was already looking like to be 6 1-2s because they had 1st and 2nd in qualifying. It was close between the two of them, but yeah. And yeah, for the first part of the race, it was pretty much a traffic jam, Monaco. Meanwhile, Charles Leclerc, who was fighting back after Ferrari messed up his qualifying. He fell out, got eliminated in Q1, and fell out of contention in Q1. So poor start for his home Grand Prix, but it was a start nonetheless. He started off from the back, pushing forward, got into an accident, and promptly broke his car by driving too fast with a puncture. So yeah, that was his race over. What else? Oh yeah, Max Verstappen was right on the tail of Lewis and Valtteri, and Seb was right there, so it was the four of them in one pack. Gasly again off the pace. Yeah, it was kind of boring race until the pit stops, where Max hit Valtteri and then overtook him in pit lane, but so did Seb. And because of that, it was a 1-4 for Mercedes, but Max was given a penalty, so it was going to be a 1-3, the first non-1-2 for Mercedes. And so it was Max's penalty. Almost overtook Lewis, but didn't. And yeah, what a shame. But we were reaching records where the top 5, actually up to the Spanish Grand Prix, where the top 5 drivers in the top 5 were all the same. Lewis, Valtteri, Seb, Max, and Charles. And then after Monaco it all changed. Canada! Oh, the controversy. Oh, the controversy of Canada. Yeah, it was pathetic, really. Like, the FIA. Honestly, again, not a Ferrari fan, but it was Seb's race to win. They stole it from him, which, I actually feel bad for him, because it would have been the first non-Mercedes win of the season. So, oh well. 6 wins for Mercedes, 6 races passed. Constructors were already over. Drivers, there was hope for Valtteri, but it was going down slowly, even for Valtteri fans like me. Yeah, that was a poor race. That was a sad one as well. Right, next race. Oh, the French Grand Prix. I have seen more exciting paint on walls dry than the French Grand Prix. Honestly, because I don't think I've ever spent that much time on my phone watching a Grand Prix, because it was so awful. Another Mercedes won too. Lewis won from Valtteri, and then I believe Charles was third. It was such a boring race. It was horrid. There was Lando. Poor Lando Norris had that failure at the end. But McLaren, I think they qualified like, what was it, 5th and 6th. It was mad. So I was gaining hope again as a McLaren fan. And yeah, that was a truly epic race. Again, poor Lando, his steering went kaput at the end, and he finished P11. Right outside the points. Not much to talk about the French Grand Prix. It was a snooze fest. Austria. Oh, Austria. The memory's still inside me till this day. So yeah, Charles and Max, they were like fully at it in qualifying, and just before the start of the race, well, as the race started, Max got an awful start, fell back. He was slow because he got a flat spot on his tires, and because of that, he had to wait until he pit for fresh tires, and then overtook all of them, and Charles controversially, but fair in my opinion, and dominated the Austrian Grand Prix in true Max Verstappen Red Bull fashion, which was good to see. Yeah, the Mercedes was struggling for pace with overheating. Valtteri got 3rd place on the podium, which is good. So championship gap closed. Not a lot, but it did. Yeah, that was certainly an interesting race. What else? You had the smooth operator himself, absolutely bossing it in Austria. Again, Gasly off the pace. Again. Yeah. What else? I haven't got much to say, to be honest, about the Austrian Grand Prix. It was just an exciting race, but not to commentate over. The British Grand Prix. Oh, this race was amazing. You had battles all around the field. Like, you didn't have like Mercedes managing their race, you know, trying to win it. The two drive Valtteri and Lewis, they were just going at it, and man, it was just the best. In terms of on-track action, it was the best race this year. In terms of on-track action, you had Valtteri v Lewis, Charles v Max, Max v Seb, although that didn't end well. And there was even a little Pierre. Pierre was showing some pace versus Seb, but yeah, oh well, it didn't go. It didn't last too long. Holy cow, speedy. Yeah, so that was. Oh Jesus, again. Man, this game, I swear, it just... Oh, speed limit drop, like that. I'm trying to stretch it out on the fuel to see how long I can go. What else? Yeah, I love the British Grand Prix. The German Grand Prix. I missed the best race of the season. Because I wasn't at home, I was out, and I missed it. It was chaos. Mercedes 125th. Year anniversary, so obviously they had to flex on everyone else, and it's with a new livery, and they were like, oh yeah, this is gonna go so well, but it didn't. It went horribly wrong. You had Valtteri crashing, Lewis crashing. Seb went from last to second, which is impressive. Let me see if I can name all the people who crashed. Or DNF'd by crash. Valtteri, Nico, Charles. I'll just name DNFers. Valtteri, Nico, Charles, Perez, Norris. I think Ricciardo and Gasly. Yeah, because I know the two Alfa Romeos didn't. They did finish, but they got a penalty, didn't they? Robert Kubica was 10th. Hamilton was 9th or 11th. One of those two. I can't remember. But yeah, pole race for Mercedes, great one for Max, second win of the season, and yeah, it was an awesome race. What the hell are you stopping for? You just slam on the brakes like a madman. Anyway. Ignoring the stupid AI in this game. Next, the Hungarian Grand Prix. It was alright. That's about it. It was alright. What's happening ahead? Oh, we're being diverted again, right? We're actually getting diverted again. Why? I have no idea what happened down there, but we've been diverted. I'm waiting for the GPS to update itself, because it hasn't. There we go. I did another 100 kilometers to our journey there. Well done. Yeah, Hungarian Grand Prix. Actually, Valtteri did not get. No, he didn't get pole, did he? Yeah, it was Max Verstappen. How can I forget? Getting his first ever pole position in Formula 1. But Valtteri was second, Lewis was third, and race start, Valtteri was fighting hard, and front wing got broken by Charles and Lewis. so he had to drop back to pit. Good recovery drive for him, personally. Max and Lewis going at it for the race lead, which is certainly made that race interesting. Yeah, also Valtteri fighting back. The smooth operator as well, being smooth as ever. Yeah, Pierre falling back again. The Ferraris almost got lapped by Max and Lewis. That's how fast they were. Okay, I'm gonna put it that way. They nearly got lapped. Alright. So, basically, I'll put it that. Yeah, they nearly got lapped. If Max and Lewis didn't make that second pit stop, which they definitely didn't have to, they would have gotten lapped easily. And, yeah. That would have been interesting, where only 2 people in that race did not get lapped. So, yeah. Hungarian Grand Prix, good Grand Prix, especially for Hungary. Belgian Grand Prix. Obviously, the emotions running high. I haven't talked about the people that F1 has lost this year, have I? I haven't at all. Man, Charlie Whiting, Niki Lauda, Antoine Hubert. Yeah, definitely. There's been quite a lot this year. So yeah. Here, obviously very emotional. Charles got pole and his first win in F1. Obviously, he couldn't enjoy it too much because of what happened that weekend. Yeah. Very well done from him. I think Valtteri got the 3rd podium position, I want to say. I can't remember. But definitely a good race from the pair of them. Yeah, he did, because Seb fully dropped back. But well done, Charles. And then Monza. Oh, the slipstream fest in qualifying. Oh, it was almost as if it was yesterday that I remembered that fiasco. Basically, no one wanted to give the slipstream, so everyone missed on the second run in Q3, and that was the end of qualifying for them. Charles got pole, Lewis second. Lewis was pressuring Charles the entire race, and there were a lot of questionable decisions from Charles. Personally, this is where you're gonna see my non-Ferrari fanboy side come out. I think he should have gotten a penalty for that. Personally, he should have, because he was pushing the limits really hard. Like, he pushed Lewis off a few times, and the FIA are like, nah, just keep racing. Come on. I mean, yeah, let them race, but put your rules down. Put your foot down when you have to make these rules stick. So yeah. So, emotional. Ferrari's first win at Monza since 2010, I believe it was. So, in your first season for Ferrari, you win at Monza. I think that's a pretty good job done indeed. Right, what else do we got? What else? Oh yeah, so Lewis kept on pressuring Seb, but his tires fell off, so he had to drop back. And yeah, Valtteri came back because he pit later, so he had fresh rubber by the end of the race. Came back, attacked Charles, made a mistake, and lost his chance. Charles won from Valtteri and Lewis. Great race. Obviously very emotional for Charles. He enjoyed that one a lot. And yeah, Seb spun out of the race. Well, he wasn't out of the race, but he spun out of the race win contention, so poor him. Oh yeah, I should probably I saw this last second, I'm like, oh yeah, I need fuel. Slow it down. Nice and slow. This is the first time I can hear my voice without an engine. Let's fill it up. Hopefully it doesn't cost too much. I said hopefully it doesn't cost too much. Come on. Oh, that's a lot of money for fuel, isn't it? Yes, I too pay £1,000, €1,000 for fuel. Jesus Christ. Alright. Let's hit the road. Below 3 grand. I'm at 2969. That's not good, is it? No. Alright. Let's roll out. Talk about the Singapore Grand Prix. Oh my god, it was a snooze fest. I mean, obviously had them managing their tires. And Ferrari dominating at Singapore? A track that requires a front end to work and the Ferrari front end. Anyway, they brought an upgrade and they fixed their problems. 1-2 in qualifying. Charles was leading the race until the pit stop, where Seb got the undercut and gained a hell of a lot of time on Charles and overtook him. Took the race win. Actually, hang on. Even though, okay, I'm gonna go like how it is. That was, Singapore was Seb's first and only race win in 2019. Yeah. He only won one race in 2019. Seb did. I think that shows how poor his season was, unfortunately. But yeah. Singapore, he won it from Charles. Mercedes made Lewis with gamble, really? The gamble with Lewis didn't pay off. And now they finished 4th and 5th. Obviously having to use team orders on Valtteri to make sure he didn't come out ahead of Lewis. Because they don't like Valtteri. I mean, they like Valtteri, but team orders are not cool, guys. Come on. Yeah. Russia. Snooze fest. 1-2 from Mercedes. Even though Ferrari were like leading and dominating. Safety car after Vettel's engine died meant that both Mercedes could pit. It was a 1-3 at that point, but then another safety car, Charles pit, so it was a 1-2. And Charles did not get past Valtteri, so another 1-2 for Mercedes. Mercedes are the only team to have won at the Russian Grand Prix. I saw it was like a stat on the internet. Only Mercedes have ever won at Russia. And that's depressing. But hey ho. I guess that car suits that circuit. Oh, don't you speed find me. I was slowing down. Oh, no. Right. What else? Japan. Japan, I actually quite enjoyed Japan. Not just because Valtteri won. Both a pretty good race. You had controversy. Charles taking Max out. What else? You had the Ferrari's literally disintegrating. Charles got disintegrated in front of Lewis. And Valtteri dominated that race. Controller. Well done him. Renault also got I forgot. They just got disqualified for an illegal brake bias thing, I believe it was. And yeah, that was interesting. Can you like shift up? I swear. We're doing 90. You can shift up now. There we go. Alright, so yeah, that was controversial. Very interesting, but controversial nonetheless. And it was at this race that Mercedes had won the Constructors' Championship. Let's be honest, we expected it from about round 4. Up next, Mexico. Charles taking pole after he got stolen from Max, because he has a big mouth, and he did not win the race. In fact, it went to Lewis. It was Lewis from Seb and then Valtteri. Yeah. I don't have much to say about it, do I? I actually have nothing to say about it. It's pretty boring. Obviously, Checo doing absolute bits to finish best of the rest at his home race. My second boy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, so well done, Checo. McLaren absolutely messed up that Grand Prix. Even though they were 4th in standings and well in the way, walking away with it. But yeah, after Mexico, we had the American Grand Prix. Jesus Christ. That actually scared me. The sideboard thing. Anyway, the American Grand Prix. Obviously, Lewis crowned the champion. What a shame. Hopefully, I was actually hoping that Valtteri would be able to challenge, but he was strong at the beginning, strong at the end, but in the middle was like, that was his weak point. So it was kind of unfortunate. But there you go, 1-2, but Valtteri did win the race. So that's the consolation there. He took pole and won, so truly dominated that. We had, oh man, that was hilarious. Vettel's car suspension literally just breaking, and he was three-wheeling it down the extreme elevation changes of Kota. But